Hello, my name is Eva. How are you? Welcome. So I make automatic writings for the zodiac sign, and then I pull signs, and then I pull additional oracle cards to get a bit deeper into the message. I made this message for a zodiac sign. I don't know which it is yet. I will shuffle for it. I do this in this order so I am not influenced by what I think I know about a zodiac sign. So I have here the zodiac signs that are left. I already made some readings and times 5, so I have something to shuffle with. Let's see for who is this? For whom is this message? Very interesting message about a next dimension you are going in and the difficulties that can arise. For who is this, please? For Aquarius. Aquarius, this is your card. Held together, boundaries, restriction, prime and proper, following rules, structures, bottom up, perfect posture, holding it together, support, shapeshift, people pleaser. Yes, so if we want to make a connection to this message, it's about shape shifting. You're shifting, but maybe, that this the structure you used to, the support you used to, is not it's not there anymore. I felt that very much. It looks messy if you just want to look at it overall. it this looks very messy to me. It's not in a good shape. It's not in a perfect shape yet, but it's because I'm talking to an Aquarius who actually energetically is in another in a higher or in a less dense dimension most of the time, and the picture was like you have to learn the language of this new lightness, and it's a process, and I felt like I cannot find the words, and I write them grammatically wrong, and I will read you. It's messy, but it's an interesting message. Let me I will read it to you. Then I will shuffle for some other cards. So this is a drawing of a piano. Yes, like in a concert. I don't know, a concert piano even. So like, wow, mastery. It's if you imagine the scene, the theater, and you are going to this piano, and everybody expects mastery, but you just you don't know how to play that. So you are like in a dimension you already are energetically. You entered it, and now your brain has to like learn to translate, because you're still here. You're still in this density. Your body is still in this density. So this is too much. You feel like having to be a pianist even though you never played this instrument in your life. In a way, a piano is deceiving. So you thought it would be easier? So easy to just put your fingers there and out comes sound. There are instruments that technically are more difficult than a piano, but then you will learn that it is very, very difficult to learn this instrument. At your age came up like your brain cells already are used to being here. There is something with the gaps as well, like the gaps I have to make here. Sometimes I took this line and this line. I also had to switch to another because my other book was full where the pages were empty, and has these lines to write upon, but I couldn't stay in. I thought I had not enough space to stay in the line, so that's also fitting. There is something with the gaps as well, like the gaps I have to make here. Old beliefs hinder you to connect new brain wires. You feel legasthenic. Maybe you were a legasthenic as a child, you or not, but you feel legasthenic. And then I had to make a point. It point, is point, like point, there point, is point, a point. I point after every word, and my right hand feels numb. Your brain is adapting. The black and whites of your beliefs are merging to a cluster before they roll down to the basket where you will be able to leave them behind, erase them once and for all. It's a bit scary because sometimes you see my writing, it's even worse than it's a bit scary because sometimes it feels like amnesia. You don't want to forget the things you feel are still essential. I had essential before, and then I lost the word when I wanted to write essential. It feels like amnesia, and then I was like, you want to keep the essentials, and I lost it. I couldn't think of it anymore, and then I started to describe, like when you learn like me right now, my English is not my mother tongue, so I have to describe often, and then it came back, like this was like in seconds. You don't want to you don't want to forget the things you feel are still important. Essential came into it, so you don't lose anything, but it feels like it. So scary because it feels like amnesia. You don't want to forget the things you feel are still essential, important to function here. Yes, we see it's a transition phase. We can give you reassurance that these essentials, you think of them as non-negotiable necessities. They're not necessities. But in cases like yours, the dots, points between the words, it's like learning a new language. See yourself as a newborn in a new dimension. This will be the title, Newborn in a New Dimension. And be as patient and at the same time sure about your learning this new language, the new way of being and processing and realizing. Be as sure about it as you would have been with a little child here, or maybe with your children. You just know, of course, but also you are patient. They will be fluent in their mother tongue in some years' time. So it just will take time, and you will start to become fluent in another way of, because you're connected energetically, you are connected with a less dense reality, with a higher dimension where things are not as linear as here, and so it's like stuttering now because your brain has to work a lot more, and it's not as easy as it looks. I mean, you can, press the stuff, how is it called? I don't know, the Tastatur, but you're not yet fluent in your new music. Let me shuffle for. That's a very interesting message for Aquarius, and also this reassurance. Goodbye. You're leaving. You already left. This is like a tunnel, and this is a waiting area. You've been waiting here, and now you go into a new direction. And it says, I'm asking you to move on, or you will get stiff and thus injured while waiting for a better time, waiting to control the outcome. With this, leave. Maybe the stuttering comes also from you being hesitant to go in this direction where energetically you already went into. It is not possible to control the outcome. It's not possible. But one thing is for sure: as soon as you enter the dark, the unknown, you will feel relief, like taking off your corset. You will know in your guts it was good to let go, and you'll start to remember it was always you caring for you. As long as there is you, all is well. So yeah, there's something being unsure, defensive with the 9 of Wands. You were in this battle maybe for a long time, and in this corset of life, in the rules, following rules, be having those boundaries. But this is talking about, yes, this maybe back and forth as well with the black and white, and it's all becoming a cluster. I will now shuffle for some oracle cards for you, and then I will read them and come back to you. So what do we have additionally for this Aquarius? Okay. Peace, Angelite. Oh, this is like not belonging here. Additional message for this Aquarius, please. I hope it's recording. Did you see that? It says peace, and then it says peace. Peace, Aquarius, peace. Don't worry, it all will be fine. An additional message for this Aquarius. They want to reassure you that it is well. Stubbornness and change. Wow, I mean, this is just very, very I almost don't have to read the chords. It's like this angelite, the angelic realm, peace, and then this new dimension, and ground this new dimension you're in. And then there is a stubbornness we already saw with the corset. And it's changing. Wow. I feel shivers. And one more oracle card, or maybe two for Aquarius. Is there something more for this Aquarius listening? Pilgrim, the maiden, and sustainer, and the box. So I have to show you this card. It's looking at me all the time. This is just Three of Swords. Let the sun shine in, and listen no longer to the stories that tell you about not being connected. Teach yourself and everything you encounter how impossible it is to not be connected, and you will be the healer of time, which tells you as well that you're separated, which tells you as well that you're separated. This is about the sinful thinking. A sin is that which contradicts your birthright of being what you always were and all you will ever be, God and or sunshine. Okay, so I will come back to you. So yes, Aquarius. So the cards are also talking about that that so you have the ability, and somewhere in your energetics that you want to move on. You want to move on. You need to move on. Something inside of you is not happy, and is already about to learn more. It wants very much to learn more, to go on. But there's also the other side that is like the sustainer, being preserving, sustaining, and the sustainer is talking about the sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially the relationships, that they resist necessary change. And we have the change and the stubbornness, and this is starting to hurt you. It's starting to hurt you because something else is already moving on. Take time with this archetype. it is within us all and needs our love. So it needs time. It says it needs time. The change of reality is happening, and it needs time. It's not that easy. It is the black and white thinking, and but you have twice with the pilgrim and the maiden. They were both talking about going on a new adventure. Don't stay put. The heart wants to learn with the pilgrim, and the maiden, very, very young, very innocent, new learning, um, curious as well, not afraid of the blackness, of the darkness as well. Maybe try some of this as well. So you have to see for yourself which is which is you. The angelite is talking about your ability to communicate. Angelite. It's talking about I carry the message of peace from the higher realms of spirit to the densest form of matter. That this something is coming in, but as well it helps you surrender the mind's petty bidding and heal our attachments, past, present, and futures. And when we come into peace with ourselves and calm down, then we are able to forgive as well. Angelite balances outgoing energies from the body, melting away anger, aggression, fears, doubts, and worries. So the worries I was talking about, that you start to worry what is wrong. Spiritually, Angelite also facilitates angelic communication, enhances channeling, telepathic abilities, and astral travels. Yes. It's also talking about becoming like, or I just get like becoming more soft, and then when you become more soft, what follows is ability to let go of things and thus forgive the past. There was something with forgetting, with the amnesia, forgetting, and maybe it gives you still structure to you maybe think about the relationships you're having, and how is it to manage still. It still gives you a sense of being here, and this goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not a transition like when we die. If we are still here, we are in peace, then we are angry, then we feel on a higher level, then we go down again, like higher level, like more peaceful, and then we feel anger again, and so on. This peace card is talking about also with the control, that when we let go of what we no longer really need, peace floods in, taking up this old space and healing it, like the old space, the things we think we know and control. And this is this is a new dimension where you have not the control, and actually it's learning about living without this control we think we have here. We don't have it actually. And actually the change is talking about an anchor to reality in our own consciousness, that with the peace, like meditate, it's necessary that you find your middle, your anchor, that you are the anchor and not the outside world. This will help with, the stuff I got here, that you are patient with yourself. And the Andromeda is a very interesting card, but first there was stubbornness. And stubbornness is talking about this message relates to having a fixed idea of how things should be, and trying to force reality to fit in that picture, with the corset again. This is about becoming attached to your beliefs about how things should be in reality, and a stubborn drive to change them according to what you feel is right, and letting go of this, letting go of control. Is this card was talking about letting go of thinking you control things. You cannot control it yet. And Andromeda, in physical reality, change is the only constant. We spend so much time and energy trying to keep things the same, that we miss the profound experience that change brings. Andromedans live in a very unusual paradigm, that of constant change. The change is so dramatic that the only way to orient yourself in reality is to have a strong inner compass based on consciousness. You have pulled this card because either you have a strong connection with Andromedans, you love change, or you need to connect with Andromedan energy and let go of the fear of change. This is your next level, next lesson. We have a tendency to like things to stay the same so that we can feel safe and secure. This part of our nature is based on ego need, and until we transcend that need, we will always stay stuck. Living in an Andromedan reality requires us to create an anchor to reality in our own consciousness rather than the outside world. So this is like the cards are talking about these two, look, maybe the black and white. Like on one hand, you are used to, and your practice and used to things being this way. But if I'm talking to a Aquarius who actually feels like something is changing, this is also reassurance that it's because the change is here. It already happened in your energetic field, and now you are entering a brand new dimension where change is the everyday and very quick. Like I see these hands flying over this piano, I don't know the word, keyboard, keys. The keys, yes, you have the keys, and you don't play them yet that well, but that it will come, and that there is a back and forth, and clusters. And yes, I think you got the message, and I wish you all the best by being patient with you, by coming into peace, and anchor in yourself. And thank you for listening, Aquarius. If you're still here and if you liked it, please let me know by liking and maybe subscribing as well. Bye bye.